Is it better to be loved or feared?
It's nice to be both, but it's very difficult. But if I had my choice, I would rather be feared. But the trick is not to be hated. That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough where they need me, but they don't hate me. That's what I told
Fellas, you're not dressed properly. He's gonna have to leave.
Properly?
Jimmy!
What's wrong with the way we're dressed?
What's up?
This gentleman ain't dressed right. I asked him to leave.
Is there a problem then?
The problem is your man here says we're not properly dressed. Like our money ain't green. We ain't looking for trouble. We just want a couple of beers.
A few beers, that's it. You spoke like a gentleman. Give me the beers. Go ahead.
That's it. We'll be on our way.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. You got some brews down here, nice cold ones.
Add 'em up.
Get us some nice cold brews. Come on. One more over here, one more. Two over here, huh?
All right, brothers, if I may, a toast to our host.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Hey!
Oh, you again, huh?
That wasn't very nice. Now you've got to leave.
I'll tell you when the fuck we leave, all right? Get the fuck away from me.
Go watch the bites, man. Come on! This is still half empty. Shit!
Now you can't leave.
I will never forget the look on their faces. All 8 of them. Their faces dropped. All their courage and strength was drained right from their bodies. They had a reputation for breaking up bars. But they knew that instant they made a fatal mistake. This time they walked into the wrong bar.
Come on, the fucking come on! Come on, get him out of here! Drag him the fuck out! Come on, move!
Look at me. I'm the one who did this to you. Remember me.
The narrative begins in 1960 in the Bronx, within a blue-collar Italian-American neighborhood. A man named Lorenzo drives a bus to support his wife Rosina and their 9-year-old son, Calogero. Calogero is fascinated by the Mafia and the underworld activities in his surroundings. One day, after Lorenzo leaves for work, Calogero sneaks out to a bar owned by mobsters, where he sees Sonny, a Mafia figure, and his associates. Although the bar is officially owned by Tony Tupe, everyone knows that Sonny is the real power behind it. Jimmy Whispers, known for his quiet demeanor, is Sonny's right-hand man. Suddenly, Calogero's mother finds him and scolds him for being there. When Lorenzo returns from work, he warns Calogero to stay away from the bar, hoping his son will lead a better life than the gangsters. The next morning, Calogero and his friends Slick and Mario imitate Sonny's crew while watching a dispute unfold. Slick becomes enraged when a bus full of black passengers passes by. Despite Calogero's attempts to calm him down, Slick chases after the bus, shouting racial slurs. Lorenzo notices this and calls for Calogero. Meanwhile, Calogero witnesses a violent confrontation involving Sonny. As tensions rise, Sonny pulls out a gun and shoots an assailant.
Sonny, give me the gun!
Realizing the danger, Lorenzo quickly takes Calogero to safety. The police arrive shortly after, hoping Calogero can identify the shooter. During the lineup, Calogero chooses not to identify Sonny, claiming he didn't see who fired. Later, Calogero seeks approval from his father, who acknowledges that while Calogero's choice was kind, it was made for someone who is not good. The next day, when Lorenzo drops off Calogero, he notices Sonny giving him a nod of recognition. Sonny's main associate boards the bus and thanks Calogero for his loyalty, offering Lorenzo a lucrative job. Lorenzo declines, wanting nothing to do with their illegal activities. The following day, as Calogero repairs his bicycle, one of Sonny's men invites him to the bar. Recognizing his potential, Sonny hires Calogero to help out at the bar, where he quickly starts earning generous tips. Subsequently, during a gambling session, Sonny invites Calogero to join in. When Calogero achieves 11 consecutive wins, he secures a substantial amount for Sonny. After the game, Sonny generously tips Calogero and bestows upon him the nickname C. Sonny begins to treat C as if he were his own child. As rumors of their friendship circulate, C observes a shift in the neighborhood's attitude towards him, experiencing newfound respect. Later, Lorenzo and Rosina discover C's accumulated money and question its source.
What's this?
What's what, Dad?
Tell your father where you got the money.
Where'd you get this? Your mother found this behind your drawer.
It's money that I've been saving, Dad.
$600 you've been saving?
Dad, I worked for it.
Doing what?
Things.
What do you mean, things? What things?
All things, no things.
Hey, don't lie to me. Just tell me the truth and I won't get upset.
I worked the crap games and the guys gave me tips.
What crap games? What tips? What crap game?
I told you I worked for Sonny and he gave me tips.
I knew it.
I told you I wasn't gonna get upset, Dad.
I lied. Now tell me everything.
Weren't you told 1,000 times not to go near that bar?
Taking this money back. I'm bringing it right back down to the bar.
But Ma, I worked for it.
Well, what do you mean you work for it? You're not supposed to be in that bar.
Upon learning of C's connection with Sonny, Lorenzo visits the bar to return the money. Despite Rosina's concerns about their financial situation, Lorenzo insists on giving back the cash, warning Sonny to keep his distance from Calogero. Sonny, however, clarifies that the money is intended for C's benefit. After instructing C to leave the room, Sonny expresses his respect for Lorenzo but admonishes him for his boldness. Lorenzo shares his worries about the materialistic influences surrounding Sonny and their potential effect on C. He implores Sonny to refrain from interacting with his son, which irritates the gangster and leads to a heated warning. On their way home, a frustrated C demands his money back, resulting in an argument during which Lorenzo reprimands him with a slap. C confronts Lorenzo, criticizing his work ethic and aligning himself with Sonny's perspective. In response, Lorenzo emphasizes the value of honest labor and the integrity it represents. He apologizes for the slap, assuring C that maturity will bring greater understanding. Fast forward 7 years, an adult C finds himself at the racetrack with Sonny and the crew. They place bets on a favored horse named Kryptonite. However, when an unfortunate bettor arrives, also supporting the same horse, Sonny instinctively discards his tickets, predicting a loss. Curious about the race's outcome, C lingers and witnesses their horse's defeat. Later, C and his friends establish a social group called Deuces Wild, which becomes their regular gathering spot. Tensions flare when a car with black passengers drives by. While C minimizes the significance of the newcomers, his friends express their frustration over the audacity of these individuals to intrude upon their territory. Lorenzo arrives in his bus and gestures for C, enthusiastically mentioning a boxing match he is considering for the following day. However, C becomes distracted by a girl in the distance, rendering him unaware of his father's conversation. C soon spots a man named Louis, who owes him money, and begins to pursue him. Sonny intervenes, seeking to understand the situation. He cautions C about the potential consequences of resorting to violence over trivial matters, such as the $20 debt. Recognizing the wisdom in Sonny's advice, C admires him for his insight. In turn, Sonny shares stories from his time in prison, suggesting that he has made a share of mistakes. He introduces C to the writings of Machiavelli and discusses the importance of remaining approachable and connected to one's roots, while also emphasizing the need to be vigilant about personal and familial interests. Later, a poorly dressed motorcycle gang enters Sonny's pub, initially met with resistance from Sonny's assistant. However, Sonny ultimately permits them service. Tensions escalate when the gang begins to mistreat the bartender, prompting Sonny to lock them inside, signaling the seriousness of the situation they have created. Shortly thereafter, Sonny's crew arrives and swiftly overpowers and disciplines the unruly patrons. On another occasion, C and his friends encounter a gun dealer displaying firearms. This sight infuriates Sonny, who confronts them and specifically criticizes the gun dealer's recklessness. He admonishes everyone except C, highlighting the risks associated with associating with such individuals. Sonny warns C that true strength does not come from weapons or unsavory company. In an unexpected turn of events, C encounters the girl he has been admiring and is delighted to discover that they attend the same school. Prioritizing her over his usual social circle, he creates an excuse to engage her in conversation. They strike up a dialogue, during which C learns that her name is Jane, and they arrange to go to the movies together. Later, while C and his friends are relaxing, they observe a group of black individuals cycling nearby. While his friends express their disdain for the group, C advocates for a more peaceful perspective. Shortly thereafter, Slick physically confronts one of the black youths, prompting the rest of his gang to join in the altercation. Although C appears to participate in the attack, he discreetly advises one of the victims to remain down to avoid further injury. Sonny, witnessing the chaos, becomes furious and advises C to distance himself from his rowdy friends, foreseeing their unfortunate futures. When C later seeks Sonny's advice regarding dating a black girl, he is taken aback by Sonny's open-minded response. Sonny emphasizes the importance of personal happiness and mutual feelings over societal expectations. He then offers his car for C's date but introduces a door test to assess Jane's character. Seeking further guidance, C poses a hypothetical scenario to Lorenzo about dating outside their race. While Lorenzo does not harbor negative feelings toward black individuals, he firmly believes in remaining within one's own ethnic group. C challenges this perspective, subtly indicating his own romantic interests, but Lorenzo remains steadfast in his beliefs. During C's date with Jane, she mentions her brother's recent confrontation with Italians and questions whether C was involved. An identification game ensues when Jane's brother, who was present during the incident, points out C as one of the attackers. In a moment of anger, C utters a racial slur, immediately regretting it as Jane storms off. Upon returning the vehicle to Sonny, C offers a vague explanation for the brief date. Lorenzo then reprimands C for using Sonny's car and advises him to avoid the bar. C responds by emphasizing Sonny's trust in him, only to be met with Lorenzo's skepticism regarding Sonny's reliability. Lorenzo distinguishes between fear and respect, suggesting that Sonny is more feared than respected. In defense, C diminishes his father's profession. That evening, their usual hangout spot is vandalized. As C's group plans a counterattack, Sonny intervenes to disperse the crowd. Tension mounts as Sonny confronts C, questioning his whereabouts with the car and hinting at its potentially dangerous contents. Distressed, C expresses his respect and affection for Sonny, likening him to a father figure. When Lorenzo attempts to investigate the disturbance, he is unexpectedly struck, prompting him to retreat while Sonny warns him to choose his words carefully. Meanwhile, C encounters his gang, armed with firebombs and intent on revenge. Reluctantly, C joins them but struggles internally with the desire to leave without appearing weak. Their vehicle stops at a traffic signal, where Sonny forcefully insists that C exit the car. Before departing, Sonny sternly cautions the group to keep their distance from C. Back at the bar, an associate informs C of Jane's recent visit. Rushing outside, he reunites with her, who reveals her awareness of his protective gesture toward her brother. Their connection deepens with a mutual kiss. As C savors Jane's gesture of unlocking his door from inside the car, a troubling realization strikes him regarding Slick's imminent danger. Meanwhile, Slick's gang wreaks havoc in a predominantly black neighborhood, firing indiscriminately and launching firebombs. A misfired bomb is thrown back at them, igniting their stockpile and resulting in a devastating explosion. Upon arriving at the scene, C is confronted with the grim sight of his friends' lifeless bodies, overwhelming him with emotion. He returns to the bar, where he encounters a lively party. Navigating through the crowd, he spots a menacing individual approaching Sonny. His warning comes too late as Sonny is fatally shot by the vengeful son of a man whom Sonny had killed in C's presence. At Sonny's memorial service, C is disturbed by the attendees' indifference but finds solace in his solitary farewell. His solitude is interrupted by Carmen, who introduces himself as the new overseer of the territory and offers support while referencing Sonny's commendation of C.
How you doing, Sonny? Not so good, huh? I want to thank you for saving my life. I never got a chance to tell you. They all died. Slick, Aldo, Mario, Ralphie. All of them. Sorry, I thought I was alone. I'm just thinking out loud.
It's okay. It's understandable.
See, this man here, he's a great man. He saved my life.
Sonny told me all about you. We go back a long way together, Sonny and me. He saved my life, too, once. Don't forget, you need anything, you come to the bar and you see me.
All right.
So long, kid.
Dad, what are you doing here?
I came to pay my respects to your friend. Sonny, I want to thank you for saving my kid's life. I never hated you. I guess it's that I was just mad at you because you made him grow up so fast. May God have mercy on your soul. I'll wait over here.
Sonny, did you hear that? My father didn't hate you. Nobody cares, huh? You were wrong about that one. Wasted talent. See you around, Sonny.
Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.